heart of Ethiopia, where every sunrise carries the rhythm of life and every street hums with stories, a voice emerged that would come to define a generation. A voice that spoke of love, of unity, of justice, and of a nation's soul. That voice belonged to Tewodros Kassahun, known to the world as Teddy Afro. He was more than a singer. He was a storyteller, a messenger, a mirror reflecting the hopes and struggles of Ethiopia. His songs transcended entertainment. They were calls to awaken, calls to remember, calls to unite. In a country marked by diversity, history, and struggle, his music became a language of the people, a bond between past and present, and a beacon for the future. Tewodros Kassahun was born on July 14, 1976, in Addis Ababa during a time of transformation and challenge. His name carried weight, chosen in honor of Emperor Tewodros II, a symbol of courage and resistance. From the beginning, he was surrounded by art and culture. His father, Kassahun Germamo, was a songwriter, and his mother, Teddy Afro, was an actress in Ethiopia's oldest theater. Music was not a pastime in their home, it was the pulse of everyday life. From a young age, Teddy was drawn to sound and rhythm. While other children played games or chased simple dreams, he found joy in melodies and harmonies. He listened to legends like Tewodros Kassahun, Mahmoud Ahmed, and Muluken Melese, absorbing their voice and spirit. These early influences shaped him, but he knew he needed to discover a voice that was uniquely his own, one that could carry the weight of his generation's hopes and fears. In his teenage years, Addis Ababa was alive with music. Bands played in smoky bars, street corners echoed with rhythms, and young voices experimented with new sounds. Teddy began performing in small venues, his voice standing out with its soulful depth and emotional clarity. He blended traditional Ethiopian scales with reggae and pop, creating a sound that was both fresh and rooted in heritage. His performances were more than entertainment, they were awakening. His early albums marked the beginning of a remarkable journey. In 2001, he released Abugida, a collection of songs that celebrated Ethiopian culture, faith, and identity. Tracks like Leman and Hallelujah captured hearts instantly, their melodies entwined with messages of love and unity. By 2002, with his self-titled album, Teddy Afro had become a household name. Concerts sold out, fans memorized every lyric, and the nation began to recognize him not merely as a singer, but as a voice of conscience and hope. But fame was never Teddy's goal. He sang for Ethiopia, for its people, for its future. His music spoke of unity and reconciliation, and it carried deeper truths beneath the surface of every note. His songs reminded Ethiopians of the beauty of their heritage, the power of forgiveness, and the necessity of togetherness. In 2005, Teddy Afro released Yasta Serial, a daring and profound album that would define his career. In it, he questioned corruption, injustice, and the loss of moral values while calling for national unity and compassion. The album resonated powerfully with the public, but it also attracted scrutiny. Authorities feared the impact of his lyrics, interpreting his honest reflections as defiance. His concerts were canceled, and his music faced censorship, yet it spread with unprecedented speed. For the people, it was more than a song. It was a movement, a call to remember who they were and what they stood for. By 2008, Teddy Afro faced one of the most challenging periods of his life. Accusations and imprisonment threatened to silence him. The man who sang of peace and love was confined, and for a moment, it seemed the voice of a nation might be muted. Yet even in prison, Teddy did not lose hope. He reflected, he prayed, and he wrote. His faith and resilience became his sanctuary, and the people never forgot him. Across Ethiopia, fans gathered to sing his songs in defiance of the silence imposed upon him. Even in absence, his message of unity and love grew louder. Upon his release, Teddy Afro returned not with anger, but with renewed purpose. He understood that music was more than a career. It was responsibility. He chose to continue speaking for those who could not, singing not to divide, but to heal. He once said, "They can take my freedom, but they cannot take my love for Ethiopia." This sentiment became the guiding principle for his subsequent works, as he aimed to remind his people that true patriotism lies in love, not hatred. In 2012, Teddy Afro released Tewodros Kassahun, an album that would cement his legacy. The title, meaning the black man, celebrated Ethiopian identity and history. Through songs narrating the life of Emperor Menelik II and the historic victory at Adwa, Teddy Afro reminded Ethiopians of the courage, unity, and resilience of their ancestors. These songs were more than entertainment. They were lessons in pride, perseverance, and cultural memory. The album was embraced across the nation, uniting listeners of all generations and backgrounds under a shared story of victory and hope. Teddy's work resonated far beyond Ethiopia. His music reached diaspora communities around the world, from Washington, D.C. to London, from Dubai to Melbourne. For Ethiopians abroad, his songs were a bridge to home, a reminder of roots and heritage. In 2017, his album Ethiopia earned global recognition, topping the Billboard World Albums chart. It was a testament to his ability to merge tradition with modernity, creating music that was at once deeply Ethiopian and universally human. Despite his fame, Teddy Afro remained humble. He consistently spoke of love as the highest form of patriotism, emphasizing that his mission was not personal acclaim, but the emotional and cultural awakening of his nation. He showed through his life and music that courage does not always roar. Sometimes it sings softly, steadily, and persistently, carrying truth across hearts and generations. Throughout his career, Teddy Afro has inspired countless younger artists, demonstrating that music can be a vehicle for social reflection, cultural preservation, and emotional healing. His influence is not measured solely in album sales or concert attendance, but in the lives touched by his words, the communities united through his melodies, and the ongoing relevance of his message. Teddy Afro's story is a testament to the power of art to transcend boundaries and time. He faced political challenges, social pressures, and personal trials, yet he remained true to his vision. His music continues to echo in the hearts of Ethiopians everywhere, reminding them that identity, unity, and love are stronger than fear, silence, or division. Today, Tewodros Kassahun stands as more than an artist. He is a symbol of resilience, hope, and the enduring power of truth. His life teaches that music is more than entertainment. It is a reflection of society, a moral compass, and a call to consciousness. Through his voice, Ethiopia has been reminded of its heritage, its values, and its unyielding spirit. His legacy is not confined to records or performances. It lives in the conversations he inspired, in the pride he instilled, and in the courage he nurtured in those who dare to speak their truth. Teddy Afro's voice, once a spark, has become a flame, guiding generations, connecting past and future, and uniting people under the banner of love, justice, and cultural pride. In the end, Teddy Afro's journey reminds us that art is never neutral. Every note, every lyric, every performance carries the potential to awaken, to heal, and to transform. And as long as Ethiopia sings, as long as people listen and remember, the voice of Tewodros Kassahun will never fade. Because this is more than music. This is a legacy, a movement, a story of a nation told through the unwavering, enduring voice of one man, and it will echo forever. If you enjoyed this journey through the life and music of Teddy Afro, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories of Ethiopia's greatest artists, culture, and history. Sharing this video helps keep the music and legacy alive for everyone. Thank you for watching, and may the music continue to inspire you every day.
so sad in the world.